Hey everyone, hope you are doing great. This is Sunny from Dr. Tech. This is my 9th video and today we are going to see some new iPhone tricks. Some of you may know some of the tricks, but I'm sure you will definitely learn some new things at the end of the video. So do watch till the end, and it would have been a very long video if I had made only one. So this is part 1, so do check out part 2, which will be uploaded in a day or two. So but before we start, please subscribe to the channel and hit that little bell icon to get notified each time a new video is being uploaded. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter at drtech0509. So let's get going. So first is message selection. What if you want to select many messages together? Firstly, what you would have done is you would have gone to the edit mode and then selected messages. What if there is an easier way to select the messages? Just swipe from bottom to top to select the messages, and from top to bottom to deselect the messages. It's that simple and that easy. So now if you want to delete a particular message inside the messages, what if you have a long list of messages and you want to delete only a particular message? For example, let's say I want to delete this message. What I'll do is I'll have to go to a long press it, then more, and then delete it, right? What if there is an easier way? Now you can just press with 2 fingers on any message and you can directly go into the edit mode like this. It's that simple and that easy. I am 100% sure very few will be knowing this trick. Just press with 2 of your fingers on any message to go into the edit mode. That's it. You can delete it, you can select multiple messages, that's it, whatever you want to do. If you are using an iMessage, what if you want to send your current location to someone? I mean, if you are not using WhatsApp on that particular phone, so what you can do is you can just open your iMessage, you can just write here I am at, and it will directly prompt you your current location. Just tap on current location, it will directly send your current location to that particular sender. Isn't that cool? Using calculator. See, calculator is the app which everyone uses on their phone. I mean, be it Android, be it iPhone. But every time, many a times it happens that we use calculator and we make a typing mistake. For example, a number gets typed wrongly. So on iPhone, calculator doesn't have a backspace like Android. So what we generally do is we press AC or C just to delete the old number. But what if you can delete only the last number? What do you want to do if you want to delete only the last number? What you can do is, for example, I don't want this last 5, I mistakenly typed that. I don't want to type the whole number. What I can do is, I can just swipe from right to left and delete the last number. Any number you want to type, you want to delete the last number. That's it. Open settings. Suppose you are in any stock Apple app and you want to open settings of that particular app. It's a pain in iOS that you close that app. You cannot directly open the settings of that particular app. You have to close that app, go into the settings and find that app settings, and there you can open the settings of that particular app. But what if I can show you direct way to open the settings of that particular app? For example, let's say you are in Reminder, that's a stock Apple app, and you want to open the settings of that Reminder app. You can just ask Siri to do that for you. Hey Siri, open preferences.
Opening settings for reminders.
So that's it. It's that easy. You can actually ask Siri to open preferences. It doesn't understand settings. You can ask open preferences of any particular stock Apple apps. For example, let's try something else. Let's check health. Hey Siri, open preferences.
Opening settings for health.
It's that easy. Now remember, this works with only stock Apple apps. You cannot, with all the other third-party apps, you can directly open it from the app itself. But for stock Apple apps, this is the easiest way to do it. In Safari app, and you are in a landscape mode, and you want to see your multitasking tabs, you can just swipe 3 fingers from top to bottom. See, this is the way you can do it. You can see your multitasking tabs in landscape mode. So from here you can close any tab you want, you can open any tab you want. It's a much easier view rather than the tabs view. Now in Safari, sometimes you want to browse in full screen mode. You don't want this bottom tab and open tab, I mean the upper and bottom tabs, you don't want that. So what you can do is just press on two icons and you can hide the toolbar. Now you can use Safari on full screen mode. Whenever you want to bring it back, just press it here and it will come back. So when you browse on desktop on our browser, we generally tend to open anything on a new tab. See, it was very easy on Windows, it is very easy on Android also. Now with iOS 13, the latest iOS update, you can do that on iPhone also. When you tap it with single finger, it will open it in the same tab, but when you press it with two fingers, it will open it in a new tab. So just press on any link with two fingers and it will open it in a new tab. Now trackpad. See, the trackpad in iOS 13 is amazing. Just press and hold the spacebar and you can direct your cursor anywhere you want. Let me show you how. So just press the spacebar and you can track your cursor anywhere you want. Now it's very convenient and very easy to use. Now what if you want to select something? So wherever your cursor is, just tap with any other finger on the same trackpad or anything and it will start selecting it. Just move the cursor wherever you want, it will start selecting. So if you know your starting point, just take your cursor there. Just take my cursor, subscribe to my channels, take my cursor there, tap it and it will start selecting from there. It's that easy. Now if you want, you can, I mean wherever your cursor is, for example it's here, and what if I want to select that particular word only? What you can do is just double tap anywhere and it will select that particular word. For example, your cursor is here, double tap on it and it will get selected. Now what if I want to select the entire row? Just triple tap on a particular row and you can select the entire row. And also, for example, I've selected this row and I want to move that row somewhere else. I can do it very easily. Yeah, it's very easy to use. I mean, if you know the features and if you know the shortcuts, it's very convenient to use actually. See, I have organized my iPhone in folders, but what if you don't use folders and you keep all your icons on the home screen? So what happens is you get a long list of pages, right? So now if you want to scroll through the pages, you don't need to swipe left or right. What you can do is, if you're on a home screen, just tap it at the bottom part. Just tap it at the bottom part like this and you are done. You don't need to swipe it. See, if you are using your phone with single hand, here guided access. Now sometimes we need to give your phone to someone just for some use, but sometimes that becomes a pain and that can ruin your privacy. So what you can do is, you can give your phone to someone and lock that phone to that particular app only. How to do that? Go into settings, accessibility, go into guided access and switch it on. So what it does is, for example, I want to give this phone to someone to use this particular app only. So what I'll do is, I'll triple press the power button and press start, and now what happens is, the iPhone is locked to only Twitter. The other person won't be able to close it, the other person won't be able to use anything, the other person won't be able to switch off my phones, other person won't be able to do anything other than this particular app. So if a message also comes, the iPhone won't let anyone open any other app other than Twitter. Now how to turn it off? Just triple press the power button and it will again ask you for my password. If he has my passcode, then and then only he'll be able to get out of this Twitter app. And now guided access is on. It's really useful when you are in a situation when you have to give your phone to someone for doing some particular task. I mean, pro tip, This feature is really useful for everyone who has kids in their home and you want to give your phone to your kid for a particular task. Just lock it to that particular app. So it'll be very useful if you have a kid in your home. Lock it to that particular app and the kids won't be able to look any further. Now you can actually calculate using search without using the calculator, you know. Just go to the Spotlight search and just say you want 90 plus 90. You will directly get the result over here. You don't need to go to the calculator. Even the basic, all the basic tasks you can do it here. For example, I want 80 multiplied by 60. It will directly give me the answer over here, 4800. You don't need to go to the calculator app actually for doing some basic task. I mean, if you want to do some hardcore calculations, you of course need the calculator app. But if you want to do some basic tasks, for example addition, subtraction and anything, you can easily do it from here also. Obviously calculator is more ease of use, but you can do it from here also. Scan. Now what if you want to scan some documents? Yes, for example, for scanning and extracting the text from the document, you can always use Prismogo or any other app, as I mentioned in my another video. But just want to scan, you can directly do it from your Notes app actually. Just press and hold the Notes app icon and you can see there is a scan document available here. You can directly do that, or if you are in any other app and you want to scan some documents, you send a reminder and you don't want to close that app, you can directly go to the control center. If you have enabled the Notes app over here, just press and hold it and you can directly go to the scan document. So I guess that's it. Part 2 of this video will be uploaded tomorrow, most probably. Don't forget to check it out, that also. Thumbs up if you like the video. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that little bell icon, and don't forget to follow me on Twitter at DrTech0509. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.